So, Lotty here from Metal Temple, and I'm here with Amputated outside the Green Door store in Brighton, where they're going to perform at Mammothfest. So, how are you guys doing?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, obviously, a couple of months.
A couple of months. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, my bad, my time frame's well. But yeah, doing awesome.
I just remember when we played Southampton, but
I was pretty wrecked.
Yeah,
100%.
I remember you because you'd all been on a tour anyway.
Yeah, we played a couple of days before.
If I remember rightly.
Yeah, that was an awesome show. It was like tiny little town out in the middle of nowhere, just north of London. Like we had no idea it existed, and it's like 150 people through the door. Like ridiculous.
Yeah. Is there any other towns or cities you've played that are like that you just never existed until you went there on tour?
I think Leeds in Belgium when we did there was kind of a good example of kind of small town, but it was like crazy audience.
I've never been to Brighton until about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh really?
I'm here because we're playing, so I'm hoping this place is cool.
Okay.
I personally love Brighton.
Yeah, I've heard good things, but I've never been here before. So.
And I know you were here yesterday.
Yeah.
How have you been enjoying Mammothfest?
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, I didn't catch as many bands as I'd like, but I saw Psychroptic, and Psychroptic were
great.
Awesome. I mean, really good. I saw a really good band called Cyclamen as well. Like really.
Cool.
It's false name. It's the Aussie guys. It's the actual vocal. It's not as identic.
We played with them like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Before he was in the band.
Before he was.
Yeah. In London. They were fucking incredible.
But my other band actually, we recently just did a tour in Europe, and our tour driver was actually Zdenek, the ex-vocalist of Psychroptic.
Yeah.
And on the last of the Enemy, so I remember rocking up to the tour van pretty drunk, and it's oh my god, I remember seeing you on stage in Edinburgh 3 years ago. What the hell is this?
Small world.
Yeah, very small world.
There's a lot of things, the beauty about the metal community. It's rather large yet small at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird. You go to festivals in Europe, and it's kind of a sense of you go there and you meet people that it's you're literally on the other side of the world, but how do I remember your face?
That's a recurring joke with us. We played Berlin, and there was our mates from Scotland, and then we played Gothenburg the next day, and there was our mates from Bristol. We go halfway across the bloody world and run into a band that live around the corner from us. It's weird.
It's like going halfway across the world to get away from everyone. Then it's you're already still here.
And we went to Italy, and Jeff was there as well. He's from Bristol. So no, it's just every time, no matter where we go, we always see someone who lives in England.
Yeah, that's quite fun.
It's odd.
I suppose that's the beauty, really.
We see somebody there that speaks the same language if you're really pissed.
I guess it's probably the best thing with the metal scene in the sense of obviously you go out, but you've still got these connections with people that it's you've either never met or you know really well. But it's you can literally travel to Australia and there's people there that you will actually know and connect with on a very sort of very almost family-based level.
It's supposed to be that's the beauty of metal as well. One of those, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what language you speak.
Yeah. I mean, it's for example, we played when we played Belgium. It's kind of we were talking about this bunch of people. It's they could barely understand us. Me especially, being Scottish.
We've got the advantage though, because being English, it is the most common language just because of movies and shit.
Yeah, but it was when we were there, it's we're talking to people, and it's just kind of actually having a good chat with them. We have this really good friend called German from Belgium, and a band called Brutal Sphincter. And it was he was one of the most craziest guys I've ever met. We came off stage and we're drinking outside, and he comes up and starts licking my ear. That was a great set, and I was
licking your ear,
literally licking the inside of my ear and humping me. And I was
he's creepy.
Yeah, and basically he's in a gore grind band called Brutal Sphincter, and he's a really nice guy, but he has a habit of getting very drunk and doing very stupid things. So he came up to me and literally started humping my leg and licking my ear and going, "Great set," and I was like, "Thanks, I think." But he's a really
of all of us, and he doesn't look metal. He looks like a really normal guy,
He can look like Hollister guy almost.
That's even better.
He's "I'm German." He's "No, you're not. You're from Belgium." He's "Yeah, I'm from Belgium, but I'm German." He's "You're either Belgian or you're German." So "No, my name is German." So, what is your name? So "No, my name is actually German." So it took about half an hour of a drunken conversation to figure out that his name is actually just the word German.
It was to the point it's our ex-guitarist Kai at the time. Our ex-guitarist Kai at the time. He had we were sleeping inside the venue on that day, and he was "Oh well, does you drive me somewhere to sleep? He can come back to me to my mum's house. It's a 15-minute drive." I'm just
he offered to take us for dinner as well.
Yeah, it's we've just met you.
I'll take you all to this restaurant. We have Belgian fries. It'd be awesome. I'll buy you dinner.
I'm just like, I'm pretty sure you're going to roofie me.
Why didn't you take
like,
your off?
Yeah.
We were gonna, but he's you know, we didn't know him that well. He's a bit creepy.
Yeah. But German, if you like read this, I love you. I really fucking love you.
Just to clarify, is this the same guy that licked your ear?
Yes, this is the exact same guy.
We didn't know he was in a band, and then he took me. He was like, "Do you want to come and see some merch in my car?" Like walking around in some dodgy Belgian car park, thinking I was going to get murdered. And he pulled out the brutal Sphinx.
Yeah.
I wish I had it on me to show you.
It's a t-shirt basically of like there was a video online maybe a couple of years ago.
You know what face stocking is?
Remind me.
It's like a dude shitting into another dude's ass.
Nice.
Yes.
It's like a really childish drawing of that, but they've got bicycle helmets and
the guy kind of looks a bit rassless.
Yeah. Good thing I had my lunch about an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's the best t-shirt. In fact, I'll send you a photo of the t-shirt.
Oh,
you can include
thanks.
It's that good. You need to see it.
Thanks.
Yeah, there she was as well. He
I have to like blur most of it out.
Like he played us his CD, and there was me. There was me absolutely wasted dancing in the car park. Like, it's the best gore grind I've had in years, and like gore grind dancing around this car park by myself.
So instead of, because when we do interviews, instead of like just playing a picture of you guys and saying Metal Temple interviews, Amputated,
you can
have
show,
that picture
you can
of
show
that,
a picture of that, and it's like, and it's like shameless plug for Bristol Sphincter. But
I'll try and include that picture.
It's genuinely about like, I mean, being in death metal scene, you see some filthy shit, and that definitely kind of
anything seems to go at Metal Temple, so that's.
Oh, I'm glad with that.
I'd like to add, after we played, he went behind the sound desk, kicked out the sound man, and started playing the Venga Boys so loud that everybody left the venue. The entire venue went outside, and they were all like, "You need to control your bass player." Like, people coming up to me asking me to go in and get rid of him. They're like, "You need to sort out your bass player. You're playing Venga Boys."
If I remember, I started playing like S Club 7 as well, and like me and this
I stayed well away.
Genuinely, there was like there was this girl and there was this other dude that were dancing while everyone was outside just avoiding it. Just, oh, your bass player's clearly a dick. I'm getting the fuck out of this venue.
Well, they just thought you were mad. They genuinely just thought you'd gone mad.
Well, they're not half wrong.
The best people are.
Ah, thank you very much.
But the thing is, everyone blamed you. No one went up to the sound guy and said, "Why do you have Venga Boys on your iPod?" No one brought up that question.
No,
it wasn't his.
No, I bumped into someone else's Wi-Fi to put it on YouTube.
Oh, it's your fault then.
It was entirely to do with me.
See what I did there? I dug you out.
No, I'm putting myself back in. I'm putting myself back in that situation.
Speaking of like Venga Boys, and got me thinking of guilty pleasures. Do you guys have any?
Oh, we could be here for days.
Okay.
A personal great pleasure of mine is Justin Timberlake.
Fair enough.
A massive
musical or what?
Yeah, musical.
Mainly.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like Euro rave.
I'm just gonna let him take this.
Very intense that like kind of dance music, like Scooter and things, just like uncha like that.
Scooter's pretty good at.
Yeah, I love that shit. I genuinely love it. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get other guilty pleasures.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, Candyman. Shake that bag. We're not mentioning that. That is something you can't put in there.
This is why most bass players are tuned out of the mix.
Yeah, because we're all idiots.
Terrible influences. Terrible.
Me being a very particular case. Like I'd definitely say like Justin Timberlake, JT is definitely the main one for me. There's a. I know. Venga Boys. Wu-Tang Clan's definitely
not guilty.
No, that's for me. Yeah,
that's like Six Chambers is a classic.
Yeah, like everyone in this band loves rap music. Like, might be the fact that we're really, really white. So we have to compensate by playing ridiculous rap music.
Well, the thing is, I said to a few people before the other day, like if you're in a death metal band and you're on tour, especially if you're in the car after a show, the last thing you want to hear is death metal.
Fair enough.
After you've just played a death metal gig and you've been listening to it for like 10 hours and you just played a show, you don't want to hear death metal.
It's like every band.
I don't want to hear fucking Euro rave or.
It's like in the situation that every band you play with is death metal.
Yeah.
So it's like you go play a gig and you've got 3-4 bands of straight death metal. You're in the car, and because collectively everyone's genre they love is death metal. It's death metal. It's like. I will still love listening to it, but it's like you kind of come there. It's like I could do with some David Gray, like maybe not that, but you could do with some calming music in that sort of sense.
Yeah.
But I mean,
also, this is important because this is the last interview he's ever going to be allowed to be a part of. That's it.
Yeah.
He's cut out.
I tend to. I'm definitely the member that makes a certain mess of themselves, but in a really fun way. Like,
It's fine.
yeah.
But back to the serious stuff.
Yeah.
You're headlining the Terrorizer station night, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, obviously Psychroptic played last night, and headlining besides Psychroptics are really kind of like, it's almost weird, because this is a band that, like, a couple years ago I looked up to a shitload, like, I still do, so it's kind of weird thing, it's like, oh shit, we're actually headlining right beside them, like, and it's ridiculous. I mean, like, this festival, I mean, obviously, like, props to Steve Dixon, he's done a really good thing bringing, like, a full metal festival to a city like Brighton, where there's not that much of a, like, scene that's, like, massive. Like, you compare it to, like, London, where it's like, you go to Camden, like, everyone's a metalhead. In Brighton, it's kind of far in between, so it's cool to come here and, like, he's actually really connected to the scene.
Like that. When you get a place where there's a massive scene, you get loads of elitist dicks.
Black metal fans. That's what you get.
It's not necro.
This is not cold. I can't slaughter ghosts to this. Like,
how dare you smile on stage?
That does sound about right.
I mean, it's like, I mean, I used to be quite involved in the black metal scene. I know a ton of guys.
I remember you saying in the last interview.
And it was like,
wasn't necro enough.
Yeah, no, literally the band was called. The band was literally called Necro Ritual. That band used to for Amputated. But I know a ton of guys that seem they literally won't smile on stage. Like, they have a go at you if you smile on stage, and it's like, that's. I mean, for me, it's like, if I'm happy, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna smile like fuck.
So you're a joker.
Exactly. I'm like, in some ways, it's like you see someone on stage smiling, and it looks a bit creepy. So it works even more in your favour. I'm like, why won't you just show your emotion? You're on stage, you're happy, you're getting drunk with your friends, you're playing.
We just party.
Yeah.
You can't take what we do seriously.
And play lots of disgusting.
I mean, it's like when you've got songs like called Menstrual Cunt Fart, you can't really take it seriously. It's like
anyone who does is messed up.
It's like if you genuinely take yourself seriously, the lyrics you write in death metal, you should be mental institutionalized, or like.
A few times I do it. You're trying to like sound all grim and necro and shout out what the song's called. And when it's got stupid names like repugnant genital deformity, you're like, oh fuck, you called it that.
This is more like as well. I remember when I said, what can we expect from your live show? And you said disgusting, brutal metal. And I concur, that's correct. I saw you in Southampton.
That's kind of the game. I mean, it's like we play like disgusting music, so why would we hide that?
It's like the musical equivalent of watching Brain Dead.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like
it's just a dumb gore fest. Like, no one thinks it's serious.
It's like you compare it to like kind of like watching films like Inside, like really disgusting, sick Japanese horror films that are gore filled, and it's like it's the musical equivalent of that. It's kind of like, and the makers of those movies don't take themselves seriously. So why should we take ourselves seriously when we're writing filthy songs with horrible subject titles? Like it's just kind of if you take yourself seriously, then just go home. Like you're in the wrong business.
Oh, definitely.
I wonder what that saying was. That guy walked past.
We're already in enough trouble as a band as it is. Like, I mean, for example,
we're taking him on stage tonight without a hat on.
Without a hat on.
No, fake Bristol.
I did not know about this until about 2 minutes ago.
I mean, a really good example of how we're in trouble is we've got a friend with us called Jally, and we were drinking after we went to go see a really good mates of ours called Scoratura. Me and Holder, based in London, they played London on Thursday. Went and seen them start, and we were drinking after the show. Went back to Yally's, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I checked out your band. I mean, I support you guys and everything, but the song titles were a little bit offensive." And this is a girl that kind of like hangs around with us on a regular basis, so she knows what we're like. but she was still just like, "Yeah, I kind of can't agree with some of the subject matters." That's like kind of the genuine trouble we get.
I can't see how they could be offensive, because to me it's like, it's so ridiculous, you can't take it seriously. We never get to the point where people stop and think, is this guy serious? Like,
so
I mean, it's like
a required sense of humour.
Yeah, I mean, we have a song where the last lyrics in it is "and my cock in her anus," and that is very clearly screamed and very, very clear. And it's like, when you're singing those lyrics, you can't take it in any legit way seriously.
No.
Exactly. People think, he's a murderer and stuff. It's like, I have a girlfriend. I have a normal life at home. I'm not that guy at home. I'm just that guy on stage.
Exactly.
It's like when I go, I mean, it's like I go out, I party, and I have fun. I don't go home and read out Dammer Diaries and plan out my next victim. Like, that's not my life.
No. Just sort of round up because I need to catch a couple of bands actually.
That's okay.
Any bands you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah,
Mammothfest today.
Our mate Rushy's in a band called Hades Lab. I'm
gonna go.
Yeah, they're
them as well.
really good. They told me like they're doing a couple like Carcass covers and stuff, so I'm excited for that. Personally, I'm a big Doom fan, so I want to catch Slabdragger.
Yeah.
I tried to watch Slabdragger Damnation a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It was too full. I couldn't.
Yeah, they're like filthy Doom.
Really?
Or Decimation. I've seen them before. But
Yeah.
I was like,
a band called Alms as well is really good, sort of like drone Doom band. I'm gonna for a drummer. He plays another band called My Silent Wake. Really kind of like good, like death Doom. They're actually on
Black
right
Skies
now.
Burn about.
Black Skies Burn just played.
After Hades Lab, make sure you catch Stormcast.
Oh yeah.
There's like their first UK appearance.
Oh shit.
I've not heard of them. Where are they from?
They're from Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Thought we travelled back.
Yeah, they're like atmospheric black metal kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
They're really good. I reckon.
Are we talking like Creek and Colton corpse painting like?
They're not no corpse paint.
Yes, that's what I like. That's what I love.
No corpse paint. They just rely on the music.
Yeah, it's about like I mean, one thing I hate in the black metal is people. I said people take themselves. It's why I love like Winterfell. They're a really good example of the black metal scene where it's like they go on stage, they play some of the best black metal I've heard in years, but they don't do the gimmick. They come on stage in like caps, and it's like, do you just put the as in like I saw Belphegor at Bloodstock this year.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like, but Belphegor, they spent more time trying to be beside a fan, getting their hair, getting the perfect window. It's like, fuck off! Stop being a L'Oreal model and actually concentrate on the music.
Can I please quote that?
Yeah, you can quote that. And then Belphegor are never going to let me go to their gig again.
Thanks, guys. Again, it's been a pleasure.
I can't ever say on tape about.
Oh yeah, tack, yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut.
Good.
That's okay.